So here's a quick introduction to the recent mint that we had at Interality, that is a 90s NFT. Before we speak about the 90s NFT, a quick introduction to what this was inspired from. Jack Butcher, an artist on the internet, he released checks. Checks was an 8 to 10 grid, which was essentially a nod to the $8 subscription fee Elon introduced for anyone to get a blue check mark on their Twitter, and it had a bunch of other features attached to it, but that was the initial idea. So Jack Butcher launched a checkmark collection, which was basically an 8 to 10 grid that people could purchase. It was an open edition. That means you could mint as many as you want up to a certain point in time, after which the collection would end, and there would be no new mints, and that would be the collection size. So there were 16,000 NFTs minted by over 2,000 collectors, a very small group of collectors early on that really believed in this idea of having an $8 NFT that represents this moment in time about checks, right? And as it grew in popularity, the prices of this particular NFT or this collection went up. The floor price of it went up, and people started wanting to be a part of it. They loved the idea of creating a trend around or a meta around this particular icon or any character, right? So people started making their own version of checks using the canvas, that is the 8 to 10 grid. People used icons, people used fruits, characters, popular NFT characters that were in the public domain, so anyone could use the art and just like do things with it. And it became really popular. There were like a bunch of NFT projects that were fairly well traded. People were excited about it, completely minted out as well. So there was this whole trend that went on for a bit around the checks NFT in particular. And the NFT collection by Jack Butcher itself was also very exciting. It had some extremely interesting mint mechanics to it. So for example, anyone could mint this NFT on the left side, that is a bunch of check marks, and then you could have multiple of these NFTs, which could then be burned to have and create more rarer NFTs, finally leading up to this prestigious black check mark, which I think only one or two or four could be brought into existence, and that would be the rarest NFT. It is said that the only way someone could do this is if they were able to buy a bunch of these NFTs in the beginning, or collude or come together as a DAO and merge all of their NFTs to own this final piece. So it's going to be extremely rare because it's going to be extremely hard to acquire or even mint. So there's this interesting fun burn mechanic added to the collection, which makes the NFTs even more rare and brings people together to like have conversations about how do they get to the rarest NFT, right? So it's an extreme community exercise which gets people excited and driven towards a common goal. Now, inspired by all of this, we decided to do our own fun version of checks. We said, let's do something that's based around nostalgia and a memorabilia of our past, reminders of our childhood, all the games in the 90s, and that's how we came up with the gaming cartridges idea for 90s. It's essentially this art which had a bunch of fun games included inside of it for anyone who's been around in the 90s to remember and think about the games that they played and just like mark a significant point in culture and the trend around gaming and these particular art styles, right? So what did we set out to achieve? Basically disrupt the existing mint experience, make it more fun and exciting for projects to think about minting as an experience in itself versus just a dApp where they can go and click on mint. Bring back the 90s nostalgia. Obviously, anyone who's missed out on the checks revolution and moment, give them their time and a spotlight to be able to go and purchase something that is similar and has some relation to the checks NFT, not officially, but just like a trend that you can now participate in. And then take away a bunch of other complexities. You wanted folks, whether you're an NFT veteran or someone who's new, to feel like this is an easy minting experience. So no gas fees, no need for worrying about what chain you're on, no need to understand blockchain priority fees, base fees, and just the network knowledge that is required to mint sometimes, right? So you wanted to abstract all of that away and make it extremely fun for you. Bring in some virtual and physical bridges with AR, and also do a fun shareability option for you to add these NFTs to Instagram as collectibles, etc. All right, let's start with the in-world minting experience. The in-world minting experience the current minting experience is fairly broken, right? Like you have to go to the site, connect your wallet, hope that nothing breaks with a tap, and then just it's a boring experience. There's nothing exciting about it. It hasn't changed in a while, so we decided to like crank it up a notch a bit and just make it slightly. It's a challenge for us to build it, but it's much more of an interesting experience for someone who's participating in the mint itself. So it's an in-world mint that anyone could just go to, click on it, and just click on claim and mint, and it would show you the same experience of minting it. But now you're part of an immersive virtual world that makes the whole process even more exciting for you. So visitors could access the browser, the world just on their browser. Click on this link with 90s NFT in reality, connect their wallet, choose an avatar and a name, or skip it, and explore the world, find the NFT and mint. So it's a whole process that makes you really feel the moment that you want to mint, and just be immersed in this world. So it's a great, exciting opportunity for projects to think about how they want to make mint experiences better and more fun for people and their holders, right? All right. Next, we have how do we bring these NFTs to life? We wanted to bridge the gap between physical and virtual. Think of games, collectibles, digitals, and more. That how do we bring those together? Right? How do we create an immense utility instantly for an NFT in the physical space for anyone who's especially new to NFTs, or anyone who's an NFT fan who's always been a veteran, been around for a while? They want to bring their assets to the real life, show it to their friends and family, or even just flex on social media. So we wanted to do that with AR, and that's what we did. So anyone could have the Interreality NFT be displayed into their physical space. As soon as they have the NFT with them, just scan it and you'll be able to bring it to life in your own physical space. Yet another extremely exciting opportunity for PFP projects to go like, how do we bring our characters, collectibles, and assets for our holders to their physical spaces, and just bring it to life for them. So it's an extra additional utility to your project, something projects should think about and potentially pursue. Then we have the mint mechanics, fairly simple. We wanted to make sure everyone could participate and it could touch every type of user. So we had NFT veterans, art collectors, anyone who had a fresh wallet participate as well. It was a free to claim NFT, one per wallet, no gas needed, and anyone could participate and interact and mint the NFT for themselves. All gas fees were covered by Interreality, so you had no requirement to understand how gas fees work or how the chain network switching works, what about the chain itself, network congestion, base fees, priority fees, all of those complexities. We took all of that away from the user, so you could just enjoy the minting experience to its best capabilities. Then, after having completed the process, we had a bunch of interesting outcomes. We had 50 plus unique holders instantly. In 24 hours, the assets were minted. We had 50 plus unique holders, and everyone had one unique NFT, and that's how we account for 50 unique holders. Then we, by the end of the campaign, we had around 80 plus unique holders that held the 90s NFT, and then set some phenomenal and beautiful things about us and the mint experience on social media. So you can always take a look at those. There were people talking about the speed of the site, being able to load it quickly, being able to have a great experience, the details of the world, the minting experience because of lack of gas fees, all of those things, and just being able to open this site and this particular world on any phone, even, right? Just like a Safari browser, you could just open it up and just experience the whole mint for yourself and mint it from your phone wallet, right, in your MetaMask. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the 90s NFT experience, and we hope to do more of these. So yeah, stay tuned.